Welcome to our Daggerheart homebrew actual play campaign. Pull up a chair and grab a snack, prepare for epic art. It's a homebrew brewed in a bathtub, played with Daggerheart. We've got Bex, Alyssa, Daniel, and they're bringing all the heat, with Soz and Andy in the mix to make the squad complete. And then there's Lefty, our fearless guide, and sole financier. He funds this operation with change found in his rear. The budget comes from Lefty's prison pocket, so the props are kinda trash. But who needs fancy lighting when you have zero cash? So we're here on a weekly schedule, consistent as the sun, pouring blood and sweat and tears to make sure we have fun. Our dedication is unwavering, our passion is intense. To the broadcast, to the few who found the link. Our viewer count is single digits, teetering on the brink. But whether you are 12 people or maybe only 3, you're the best darn audience in our 1,000-year history. Welcome to the show!
Welcome, welcome. It is us, an Orrery of Souls. How you doing, people? As you can see from the pre-show screen, things are a little bit different tonight. Unfortunately, a couple of our players were unable to make it to the session tonight, so we're going to put the main campaign on the back burner for a little while, and we're going to take another trip 500 years into the past of the continent of Pheal. We are going to the year 501, where a new celestial era has just occurred. We have just had the introduction of I think this is Naom's arrival.
Ishana and Naom, yes.
There it is. There we go. So, 250, 501 is the rifting. This is the arrival of Mahina. That's right.
Oh,
that's the whole point of this.
ironic.
So with Mahina's arrival came the ferry, and historically we know that the Infernis arrived at the same time. So we are actually taking the opposite stance that we have taken before. We're not playing good guys this time. Our party, are going to be the Infernis invasion and their collaborators.
We're the bad guys.
This is going to be a sometime campaign. When we have gaps in participation in the main campaign, we're going to fall back on this one. And if it happens that Bex and I are the only ones that are able to do it for the session, we'll probably go to side quest.
We'll throw an extra side
quest in. Side quest is coming back, by the way. We've just been lazy bastards and life is complicated. So, yeah.
The excuse this time is me and the missus had a date night Friday night.
And it was well deserved. You guys deserve that.
I keep telling you, we got to invest in the gamer compound where there's no schedule issues.
Yes. I'm 100% there.
She did talk to her boss today as well. That's why she left so early.
Right on. It's like, look, you bastard. Mondays are sacrosanct. But this time it wasn't just on Alyssa. It should be noted that neither Seuss nor Andy were able to make it for various and sundry reasons. So
sick and
stuck in
bad.
traffic, and then something else stacked itself on top of that.
Yeah.
So
Hasn't clarified the second.
we don't even know.
Hopefully it's not so bad. Hopefully.
So, this is first little while here is going to be essentially session 0 stuff to help get these guys familiar with talking about and thinking about their new characters, and to get you guys up to speed on what is happening, what the hell is going on right now.
And hell is the right word for that.
Hell is, well, Warsis is the right word for that. Hell is
In the common tongue, it is known as hell.
So what has happened recently is that with the arrival of Mahina, the world is currently in upheaval. There are earthquakes, there are tidal waves, there are storms that are violent and terrible. It is really a difficult time for everybody, particularly on the continent of Pheal. Which is where we focus ourselves. We are on the east coast, and if you were to look at a map, you would find yourselves on the central eastern coast of Haydt, the Kingdom of Haydt.
There is no map on.
Yeah, no, I do have it, but I have to.
I saw it.
I wanted to talk about it, but
Okay. Go ahead.
Do the thing. Intellect.
This is not the correct map. Don't.
Yeah, ignore this map. I can never. The interaction screen is so small.
Right.
So small. That's the load button. That's the source. That's the map. Get rid of the markers.
Secrets from another age.
Seriously, it's very accurate. Okay, so if we zoom in to the Kingdom of Haydt, too far, too close. Oh, crap. Back out. If you saw it, you saw it. Shush. You shush.
You didn't see anything.
If you didn't see it, awesome. I'll have it fixed next time. We won't be using that part of the map right now. In the central west eastern coast of Haydt, I'm going to be less than specific about that now. That's where we're going to leave it for now. 1 week ago, 5-6 days maybe, beneath the surface of the Kingdom of Haydt, a great gap opened in the earth, creating a cavern, a completely closed environment. And within that gap appeared thousands of souls. thousands of individuals, beings that transported themselves from the 10th circle below, an infernal realm of demons, a place where souls that have earned such treatment pass to in their afterlife to be abused and, in theory, reformed. And I say reformed in like the Reformation, not in the sculpted into something new. But
So that a little
there's
bit.
probably a little bit of that as well. But to be instructed in better ways through punishment. It is common knowledge among the Infernis who have arrived that their lords, the incubus lords, have ordered them to this place at the cost of what is it, 20,000 raving souls. $20,000 raving souls fueled the rifting. When that happened, the rift opened, created this cavern, and transported over 1,000 Infernis soldiers, their families, 10,000 tortured souls who are footmen and laborers that are currently in the process of being instructed in how to be a better person the next time they find themselves above the ground. But the incubus lords ordered the Infernis knights to do this, to go and flood the face of this planet, the planet of Bei'Hara, with Infernis, and to take over this small foothold of the material realm in the name of the Earl Furies, who are the direct superiors of the incubus lords. There is a chain of a hierarchy, and just to run it backwards very quickly, I'm not going to go into detail because you probably won't ever encounter any of these, but it is known, the hierarchy is known by those who live there. The Infernis Knights are subjects of the incubus lords, who are subjects of the Earl Furies, who are subjects of the Baron Harrows, who are subjects of the Marquis Fiends, who are subjects of the Devil Princes, who are subjects of the Asura Dukes, who are subjects of the Demon Kings, who are subjects of the 10th Emperor, the Emperor of the 10th Circle. His name is Salceronius Vey. Can you say all that again?
Yeah.
I was trying to say those be really fast.
You're gonna have to watch the VOD, bud.
I'm gonna have to watch the VOD. Better Call Saul. There are 3 realms within the 10th circle. The 3 realms are Bod, Warsis, and Trough. Warsis is the home, the original home of these Infernis who we spend our time with now. Their king, the second demon king, Skirma Wraithen, is in theory at the spearhead, the originator of this idea, though it's very possible that it could have come from somewhere further down the chain. Asura Dukes, Devil Princes, Marquis Fiends. Write it down! Write it down! Baron Harrows, Earl Furies, Incubus Lords.
Thing is, Demon King isn't here right now.
Exactly. And because of that, Hadrianus Inferiax, one of the 24 knight commanders of the Infernis forces that are the spearhead of this particular action, Hadrianus thinks now is a good time for me to assert myself and prove myself to the Incubus Lords. To show them that this can be done effectively and efficiently. And he orders his direct, those who are directly in his service, those Infernis knights below him, to execute the other 22, 23 Infernis knights in one evening.
Knight commanders.
The Knight Commanders. Yes, I'm sorry. Not Infernis Knights. Knight Commanders. In one evening, the entire command structure of the Infernis Knights are struck down, leaving only one man standing. And that man is Hadrianus Inferiax. Hadrianus has a son. And his name,
Strixus Inferiax.
can you tell us a little bit about Strixus?
Strixus, in terms of the game mechanics, is a winged sentinel seraph. He is what many within the infernal war machine would refer to as a reaver. He participated in the raids and skirmishes along the different kingdoms' borders, pillaging, destroying, stealing, and whatnot, earning maybe some small reputation here and there, and as mostly to earn the favor of his father, in hopes of rising in the ranks to one day join the Infernus Knights. Strixus is the classic, like, red-skinned devil with the horns that kind of you know what? Actually, I really like the sort of like side, like kind of ram horn style. Right. So they kind of come up and like curve into that style, and he keeps like caps of like gold jewelry kind of on the tips of them. He has a few scars here and there. His eyes are a like no sclera red with a bit of a glow to them, and is decked out in armor specifically constructed out of some infernal hellbeast's bones.
Right on.
That he was very specific on killing himself in order to
procure.
To procure. And in his own words, the suffering is what makes it quality.
On this day, several days after the arrival within the cavern, and only a couple of days after the purge, the command purge, you found that you were kind of anticipating some sort of contact with your father. You had been told last night that he had a task in mind for you,
mm-hmm.
but there was an issue with that because it seemed as though you might be attached to the newcomer. Several weeks ago, before the rifting occurred, Hadrianus Inferiax had what to him seems to have been a chance meeting. As it happens, this chance meeting turned into a very revealing conversation with a young Infernis who had very convincing evidence that he was the bastard son of Hadrianus Inferiax. With zero notice after this conversation, Hadrianus brought this newcomer home to the castle gave him quarters, instructed the staff that this is a son of the royal blood and he is to be treated as such. Those same orders, in a very callous and distant way from than you've been used to, were issued to you and to your sister. Over the weeks that have intervened since the arrival of this newcomer, this bastard, your father has inquired on you less and less. He has shown you less and less interest in your daily goings on. He is still doling out tasks that once were tasks of consequence that would be for the benefit of the greater power of the Knight Commander. But more recently, they seem to be more along the lines of helping your mother run the day-to-day business of the household. And not much better for your sister. She never seemed to enjoy any more favor than you, but now seems to be on the declining end of the favor. This is happening. It's tapering off for both of you. And it is blaringly obvious that the newcomer seems to be receiving the dearth that you are experiencing, seems to be redirected to this newcomer. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, sir?
So, I will be playing Ryman Inferiax. He is a warlock. He is not a combatant. And that is the biggest odd spot for him. However, because he is not a combatant, and because of how the Infernis are, he has learned how best to get out of being in the thick of things. He has figured decent methods on how to keep himself out of dirty jobs. The easiest way to put it is he is a liar. He will say whatever he needs to whoever he needs to get out of or get into a place of consequence. Through his lies, he has garnered the favor of his patron, and now has been presented the opportunity to get to know his father.
What does he look like?
I'm going to say that he is a purple-skinned, but his horns are very close to his skull, with a flare out at the very back. And aside from that, by comparisons to other Infernis of his age, he is thin.
Mm-hmm.
He still has definition, but he is thin.
He's got tone, but no bulk.
Yeah. But all of...
We are built like boxers or MMA fighters. You're built like an athletic runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
That is a fair way to put that. I like that. That is a good way to put that. All of the bulk that he has been gaining has been in his head.
Cerebral.
Yes.
Your mind.
He has, not that big. He has been...
Not yet.
He has been learning stuff and techniques.
And also things.
And things, yes. he's been paying attention to as much as he possibly can so that he can have as much leverage as he can in any situation.
Yeah. Last night at the dinner table, you were informed that you would be sent for to learn this task that his emperorness. How do we refer to him?
Chill.
Your relationship with him has always been close, but not loving. These
Right.
are demons.
He says he is my father, he is my superior, and that's more important in the infernal hierarchy. I mean, there's... Oh, gosh. I'm kind of put on the spot. My lord always works as a good in-betweener. If you want an official title...
But it's not like father or dad.
It would be very rare and not in company. It would be if it's only within family. I mean, the only... I can't think of a proper title right now.
My lord works.
My lord, your majesty, that's your highness, those kind of terms are what's coming to my mind immediately. I would have to spend some time thinking about, what's a good title for a demon lord?
For a demon daddy.
For dad.
How do we suppose Vic Ryman refers to
My patriarch.
That's a good thing there.
All right.
I couldn't think of a word.
That put you on the spot, so I'm sorry for doing that.
Fine.
And so it is that you go for a good portion of the day, just as trying to make yourself available to whoever it is that would be sent to go collect you and bring you to within the patriarchal presence.
Would it have been? Would you say that it's during this time period where we're getting adjusted and I start feeling that change? Is something
yes,
different?
Absolutely. That would you would have already felt it from the moment you stepped through the rift, but now all of a sudden you're starting to identify aspects of it. You can feel that there might be knobs or buttons or switches that you can adjust somehow within your being to bring about
something.
What? It's there and you can see it. It's like you're reading an instruction manual, but it's very, very, very blurry. But day by day, that focus seems to be pulling closer and tighter, and you're just on the edge of being able to identify what it could be. Unfortunately, it hasn't popped quite yet.
That's what I want to clarify. I think there have been times when he's been in private, especially when he's resting, there's been almost a fever that's broken out as he's kind of coming to these realizations.
Right.
But he's okay.
Well, and there's that one time when you were on the practice yard, which we're in a cave. It's a network of caves in this cavern. But the Imperial area there has been designated. There is a perimeter that has been built and is maintained by the guard, and within that there are tents and structures, and there is a practice yard where you go and do your daily exercises. And there was one point where
I feel like the souls. The tortured souls, they make great practice dummies.
Right, absolutely.
You don't learn to kill someone unless you actually strike flesh.
It's a very different feel. It is. It's a very different feel than a practice dummy. At one point, you had, and it's not your habit to throw your axe, but you decided you were going to do it. And it seemed as though when you noticed that the throw was going to go awry, you were intently trying to steer that axe.
It's like when you roll a bowling ball down, it's like, go that way, go that way.
Exactly. but it worked. It still wasn't a successful strike, but there was a curve.
I felt the connection.
Yes. And the itch between your shoulder blades, that itch when you get into a stressful situation, like when you're thinking about the bastard. Not only do you have the itch that demands that your hands wrap themselves around his throat or grab him by the horns and break them off, that itch between your shoulder blades,
Feels
just on either side of your spine.
feels like hell ants under my skin.
Something wants to crawl out, wants to erupt. That feeling has been getting stronger and stronger as well. It might just be the fuel of your anger at the interloper.
I've never been this angry before.
So you find yourself pacing in your quarters. You find yourself wandering the yards and inspecting and trying to maybe not familiarize yourself with the men in service to your father, but to be recognized as the one who is doing the inspecting.
Yeah. As simple duty as possible.
Right. But making sure you're being recognized and being
For doing it.
known for doing it. Yes. A runner. Approaches each of you and asks that you follow them for its his Imperial Majesty would receive you. So you move through the Imperial quarters and go to the. There is no throne room here, obviously, but there is a. I kind of like the idea. A wall of tortured souls that it surrounds an open area that has a trestle table and chairs around it.
The Wailing Gallery.
I love it. I love it. That's beautiful.
I also thought of a title that we could call him. Instead of calling him Hierarch, the Hexarch.
The Hexarch. Ooh, I'm writing that down.
Or instead of Patriarch, it's the Hexarch.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Either way works. I'm talking like as an official title.
Oh. I'm still going to call him Patriarch.
That's fine. My Lord Hexarch. Or something like that.
That's cute.
Canon!
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the cool things about going back in time like this is we can set those things so that they carry forward into the future. Excuse me. So the 4 or 5 of these.
Rex, can you turn that down just a bit?
The tortured souls were always gray and smoky. Since the arrival, not only do we see the gray and the smoky, the familiar that you have seen your entire life, there are also murky, pearlescent, and misty, not smoky. This is misty, much finer, lighter. rumors have been going around that within the pens, those who have tried to account for the, is it 10,000? I've already forgotten because I'm a bastard. For the 10,000 tortured souls, the counts seem to be not exponentially, but substantially larger with the emergence of these other beings. It seems as though some speculate that something came with, that something happened to the tortured that caused them perhaps to split. There is no consistent story that holds the weight of truth.
I mean, but a split would have multiple half souls or quarter souls. You wouldn't have more whole souls.
And one would think that there would be a similarity in the coloring and texture of these souls. They've always been less than solid. They've always been amorphous. And these are, even these other milky things. But they are distinctly different, and there are definitely more.
Oh.
So the wall of 4 or 5 of them swing open, and inside you see His Imperial Majesty Hadrianus Inferiax engaged in a discussion with 2 of his immediate sub-commanders. He has stepped up from Knight Commander, but according to the hierarchy of Warsis, he is still a Knight Commander, and so he can't raise himself in title above that. To everybody here, he is referred to as Imperial Hexarch, Emperor. But for the purposes of business and when interacting with the imps who act as communicators, they teleport between the infernal plane and the material plane, and they are the direct communication line between the Emperor and the Incubus Lords.
I was wondering if we still had communication or if we were completely cut off.
We do. It is not a complete cutoff. There is the imp footman way. It's not instantaneous. They have to leave and go and deliver the message, and it takes whatever time it takes to formulate the response, and then they have to teleport themselves back. So it can be only a few hours, but there is still always a gap. It is not an instantaneous communication. So he
is still a bureaucracy after all.
Absolutely, very much so. The Emperor and his 2 Knight Commander advisors take a step away as the gate swings open, and the 2 of you end up joining paths to step in together. And you smell the briny smoke, the salt and sulfur smell of a freshly portaled imp.
Don't see him, though.
Don't see him, but you can tell he's just portaled out.
Upon getting to the appropriate distance, I will greet, as customary, basically fist over the heart, bending low.
Strixus, my son.
My lord, you sent for us?
Fikryman, my son.
My patriarch. How may we serve?
It has been days now. We have established our foothold here in this underworld, but there is more to be had here. I need the two of you to lead an expedition up and out. We have come here for a reason. We have come here to conquer, my sons.
Have the scouts found a way to reach a higher level of this place?
They have. We have found stable footing. They have yet to break through. I thought that might be a task befitting of the two who will bear my name first to the outside world.
If that is as you wish, my Hexar. If I may, my dearest brother is not the most equipped for such a long and perilous journey. Is it wise to send him?
I think him to be fairly equipped. He may not use the sword and armor that you do, but he brings much with him that I believe you will find useful.
As you wish.
Indeed.
Thank you, my patriarch.
I simply don't want you to get hurt, brother. But it will be good to finally see a test of your mettle.
Worry little, brother. It's not easy to catch me.
He gestures behind you, and through the door, you see a yellow-skinned Infernis. She has brown and white swirled horns, marbled horns. She has, they're very much like an ibex horn. They are long, straight, with a tight curl.
Curly key, got it.
That heads almost directly up off of the top of her head at maybe a 30-degree angle. And they are close to a full foot long. There's very little curl to them, but they are in that wonderful corkscrew. Antelope.
Ibex. Curly Q horns.
Is that not antelope?
No, antelope are...
I think they're related to the ibex, though.
they're related, but I don't think their horns are the same.
I got you.
Oh, antelope are much more pointed or kind of like that.
Am I wrong about what the ibex is?
No, the antelope go like straight back
Oh, and
out and then
ibex
curl.
are kind of curled up, but they have the ridges, so it looks like swirling.
Ah, that's right.
There is some kind of animal with the swirly horns.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of what it is.
that's the one I want.
Okay, hang on. I did see.
Oh, there's spiral horned antelope. Is that kind of what you're looking for?
Yeah, well, but tighter.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know what the
Yeah.
animal would be called. Can't think of what it is. I think it's some relative of the antelope.
Yes, it is. It's straight up antelope.
Oh,
Yeah, it really is.
it must be a subspecies. Okay. Oh, and now I see them. Now I got a picture of it. Yeah. It's some kind of antelope.
I just looked up antelope before, and it brought that one that goes like straight-ish out,
Yeah.
and then does the weird curve back in on itself. And then I look up ibis antelope, and it's not giving me that. But it has a picture of the antelope with those swirly horns that you're talking about.
Horn facts.
Ibis. Yeah, right. We all learned something today.
Welcome to Side
Whether we
Quest.
want it or not. Yeah, that's a good portion of how Side Quest plays out.
Listen, we're Infernis. We're area of the Inferni. Horn culture is very
It
important.
really is, yes. There's factions.
Mm-hmm. Like, hair is one thing. Horn care.
This is Commander Cronus. Emirta, I place my 2 sons in your care. Lead them the way and watch their backs for them. I fear that even though I believe them both to be capable, things will be different enough on the outside that additional eyes and additional caution might be warranted. She gives a deep bow. And
My lord, have the scouts reported any particular entities or defenses above that?
as I said, the breachway has not been broken. We have yet to see the sky.
We will be prepared for anything.
You'll be accompanied by not only Commander Cronus, but also by her unit. So you'll have some 20 men at your disposal. See to it, young men. See to it.
Immediately.
As you turn, he raises his hands again, does another one of these, and 2 more of his sub-commanders kind of enter, see that you're about to make your way out, and they each take a step to the side and give you a bow, acknowledgement of your status, your station, and they allow you to pass, and then they begin their approach to His Imperial Majesty.
Well, it appears we will be going on our first mission together, rather.
I'm excited.
As
Aren't
am
you?
I.
Good.
Tell me, I haven't had much time to really speak to you in the preparation for the rifting and then all of the setting up here. I never had a chance to ask where you were when Father found you. Where had you been living before coming to us?
See, that one's a good question.
So,
Because I remember our conversation, I was involved in the going through the militia training and
correct.
succeeding in all of that.
Right.
And then
You're trying to set yourself up as an administrator,
Yes.
Rather than as a commander or as a soldier. So you found yourself spending time at the various commissaries and pay houses, those kind of places, trying to make yourself useful in those areas. So he was in service to the command.
Mhm.
And Hadrianus managed to catch his eye while he was on the tour of one of the training bases. Yeah,
and then
sorry.
told him my story.
Yes,
Got the chance to tell him my story, at least.
he actually asked. It was you would have been
Mm-hmm.
pissed off.
Probably wasn't paying too much attention.
No, yeah, you weren't you were not on tour with him.
Yeah.
So you never had the opportunity. But had you seen there was, and that's one of the reasons why you felt like, oh, I can get my hooks in this.
He was by himself.
He was genuinely interested in the figure that you posed. He could see just by looking at you that you were not a soldier. The Infernis are a martial race. They live and die by the blade, by their training, and by the structure of the command. And here was this guy who just wanted to be in the office. He was dutiful. He had this fucked up smile the whole time. And yet, Hadrianus was not put off by it, like so many commanders are. You would have been infuriated. Sorry, go ahead. No, you're good.
Must have been very hard to be wandering as you were before coming so lovingly into our family's arms.
It is a relief to finally be home.
As I'm sure it is. I look forward to seeing your capabilities.
I look forward to showing you them.
Daggers away, boys.
Is that what one of the commanders says?
Commander Cronus, who has been trailing behind you, trying to get a sense for how you guys interact with one another, and this was wonderfully telling. The venom, the venom is how she's having to step over the puddles of venom as it spills from
Having
your
a
teeth
lovely
and your dagger
conversation.
blades.
Just having a lovely conversation with my newly found sibling, Commander.
All's well, all's well. I understand how the rivalries go, particularly in the royal blood. To your quarters then, pack your things and make ready to go before the next bells ring. We've probably just had the luncheon meal, midday meal. So
There's no sun here.
Exactly. That's why we're going by bells and not by where the sun is.
Once we start, how far to the breach?
Only about 2 hours. It's a fair hike, but I think you'll be up to it.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Not bad at all.
Ground's broken. Make sure you're wearing boots.
Yes, I'm wearing boots. Thank you.
I was so hoping that you weren't.
Those bunny loafers?
No, I'm
Those are
wearing house
slides.
slippers.
House slippers.
Picturing like those house slippers that are like hobbit feet. I will go and prep my gear, get my armor all set, probably have a retainer or two just to help get it on, because I'm a rich boy.
Mm-hmm.
And have my axe and sword, my sides ready.
Very good. It's quick going. Those in your service are familiar with what you expect of them, and very little is spent in the way of conversation at this moment. They can see the intensity of your gaze. You're not looking to be comforted. You're looking to get this well started, if not bloody well over with.
It's not that he is not excited. Doesn't want to be near him.
Yeah, he doesn't want the weight. He doesn't want the WEIGHT of having to suffer this.
Ow. Sorry, Freya, your claws are getting me.
You're so sharp and pokey.
She's probably in heat again.
He has been.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Last couple of times I've been here, she hasn't been around much. No, just yeah. Anyway.
Those in your service are new to your what is it? New to your service. I would say new to your house, but it's his house.
I'm just here.
So they still are learning your ways. They don't know whether you want conversation or whether you want pure focus. Are you inclined to abuse or disabuse those in your service? How do you?
So, the way I feel Fick would behave this early, guaranteed this early, I feel that he would encourage them to talk amongst themselves He wouldn't be too rough on anybody. Speak candidly. Don't mind me. I'm just here. While he's doing his own prep and letting them do whatever they need to help him or
Feel like they're helping, right?
yeah. Because he is going to be used to handling his own equipment, having been on the other side of it.
Yeah.
So Fick is going to be listening the entire time he's ignoring.
Right. It's a great way for him to gather information on his current circumstances. All right.
So that's where he's going to sit. His equipment isn't very cumbersome or anything like that, so he doesn't need help. And given his personality, he's not going to want help either. So, yeah. It's don't mind me.
So yeah, they busy themselves with the minutia. Then following steps behind you, not immediately behind you, but as you go through your drawers and pull out shirts, they go back in and refold the ones that got jostled while you were. They're just
Keeping it clean.
just
behind me.
just kind of, but not like you look what you've done.
I do imagine he's going to do one of those every once in a while where he does it on purpose.
Testing the waters.
Well, it's one of those. I don't have to worry about that.
The conversation between them is these guys have probably been in service with one another for most of their lives, so there really isn't a lot. And because for the past week there's been nothing but these cavernous walls and talk of the splitting, the multiplying of the tortured, that's really been the only news. There's been people wondering if this is it. Are we to make our homes here? Is this where our new lives begin? And so with you informing your servants that we're about to go out into a wider world, these guys are excited, but they don't know what to say, what to make of it. They want you to talk, but you're not talking. So
I think that is a difference. I actually talk to my servants. It's not that I trust them with knowledge, it's I indulge them. I make them I think that's, you don't know how to treat them properly, so you're just letting them do their job acting like you're not there. I make sure that they know their place,
right,
but I don't prevent them from handed speak with me.
Right. Did you reward them with any tidbits of knowledge about this mission?
Now, specify, we're not bringing these people with us to help maintain camp or anything. It's just soldiers. Okay. Can't really tell them much because I don't know much. So the only thing I would have mentioned is probably that is the first mission with my new sibling.
Okay.
And maybe asked just offhandedly if they are familiar with those assigned to his servants.
Ah. Passingly, my lord. My cousin's brother's best friend is one of the footmen to Lord Fikraman, and he's nice enough, they say. He doesn't really give them much to do. He's a doer, that one. He tends to handle his own business, and those who serve him are merely there to see that the bed doesn't catch fire.
I suppose it's understandable given he's came from paupers living into nobility. He had to survive on his own. Though I'd imagine those in his service might be a little frustrated at this point, not having much to do.
I should think so. That's how such word came to ears such as mine.
If you can. I think for the betterment of both the relationship between him and I and the service of the servants and all, why not make connections with those serving with him? Better to foster relations.
As my lord wills.
That way, if he's lacking, I may perhaps can help him catch up.
Understood, Highness, understood. I'll see to it then.
Good. Well, I will...
Your pack, my lord.
I like this. We're playing Game of Thrones. This actually might help me because I'm going to be running a Game of Thrones thing. So this might be helping. This might help.
Even though I'm wearing those.
Mm-hmm.
You forget I have them on. Raycons, they freaking rock.
Those are the bone
Glasses.
conducting ones too.
I got the bone conductors. It's just now 8:00.
I was going to send a message to say that I think we should go a little bit later tonight because it's just the two of us and we just got started.
If you like, absolutely. I'm cool.
I'm just sending a message real quick.
I don't think you'll hear any complaints here or there or
I'm down.
yeah.
I can get another slice of pizza though.
Oh, actually, it's 8. Now is a perfect time for children to be disposed of.
To be put down.
And time to go to the bathroom.
Oh, sorry, to be insulted. So we are going to pause for a few minutes, and then we'll be back to keep things going. So stick around, y'all. Oh wait, there is no pause. I thought there was a pause. Well, that's stupid. Yes.
The retainers, are they Infernis?
Yes.
Okay, making sure. So I was thinking about like what the aesthetic of like what Tortured Souls might look like. And it was just something that came to my head. Is like, what if they look like the race that they were in life, but they've started taking on like malformed infernal features? So maybe they have like a crooked half horn out of one head. You can see the scars.
Right.
They look melted almost in ways. I don't know. That was
No. If
images that came to my head.
that is kind of cool. That is pretty cool.
I was thinking of it because, like, in D&D, souls are tormented and will eventually turn into devils. So it's not that these souls are necessarily going to become full inferni, but they become more infernal
Right.
the longer their torment goes.
That's cool. That's absolutely cool. In that case, then the pinky milky ones, it is much more difficult to tell what ancestry they might have been before. They're much more amorphous.
Mhm.
But yeah, that sounds cool to me.
I messed up.
Are they down already, or
The girls are getting ready for bed right now.
how'd you mess up?
That means that I understand that in the bottle.
Okay, that means I have a couple of minutes to run to the store.
Oh, you did check.
Yeah, I feel like I love it when you wait to keep this. And here at the stores at the work or or the parking lot.
Do you know if there was a lock left?
No, I know that it was at the end of one, but these are rechargeable. I mean, you know, a unit reusable. So it's not so bad. It's only $15. Yeah, it's not more. I'll make it faster just put in that program. Okay, love you. Bye. Bye.
I went up without being any sort of parody. There's not even no.
I went ahead and told him I'm probably going to be.
Where did my go? Some late shade?
Oh, did you find it?
No.
Okay. I went ahead and told him I'm planning to leave about 10. So we'll have an extra hour tonight.
So, man, 10 fucking cool, dude. Thank you.
Especially with him going to the store.
You know where the map code is.
I know it's just down the road, but still, that it's like 5-10 minutes depending on traffic, and then 5-10 minutes back.
This is 3 minutes. 1.
I'm bad at distance with time.
All of it. It's roughly a 3-minute 1 year.
What's the thing? Like, I'm 3 minutes away from the Circle K in my town. But when I go there, and then you go into the store, factor in 2 to 3 minutes in the store, if there's no line, and then it's the time getting back.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah. It becomes a problem when you're on the clock.
Oh, yeah. That definitely does.
But easy way to work it. If you don't like somebody sees the master, he will collected, smart, training. He was probably job period, so had that energy. See it here as the live mentor of submitting. Silver Lining Part 1. And other exports attacks throughout the city. When the Rangers show up, the exports are already defeated. And who besides us has the power to kill each other with team exports and come out on top? Or can see. Next, during the next attack cycle, the Ranger has its ability to save them. Saying that it was the Silver Ranger. So attackers taking other Ranger badge that they there first. They fight for a bit before they go legendary. Never mind. They're losing. Again. Launching the legendary Rangers were losing? We really don't get any of them to begin with. Okay, so Jake actively drops the Quasar Saber, or Dragon Dagger on the monster's collar, revealing its weakness before retreating. The Princeton has the hero make some modifications to the monster's collar. Assuming the Rangers notice that it's its weak points, they then sabotage it, so the next time the Rangers strike it, it'll blow up, destroying everyone. And during the fight before they hit the collar, the Silver Ranger shows up and stops it, and with his spear in hand, he destroys the monster alone. My god, is that blood? His identity to the Rangers. Now wait, the Silver Ranger is literally fast, having insane reflexes. And if I remember correctly, Shred also gained fast reflexes pretty quickly, and also had a silver shirt on. Of course, the Silver Ranger is... Oh, this guy. Silver Lining Part 2. This is O'Brien, an alien from the planet Androsia. Ranger named the command center already given up the backstory. On his planet, Orion is a simple corporate free. One day of screwed up in power. And a Ranger. Any mission of the 6 Rangers. Lisa Weinberg's Valley Revenge. He trained with one.
Yeah, I do. Dad was getting excited after we started talking about doing the bad guy campaign. We're the bad guys. Do 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 do. Well, he started getting excited because he goes, "You're a political player. You like the Vampire Masquerade stuff, and I already know you're going to be playing that guy over there. You're both schemers. You're going to have knives at each other's backs the whole time."
Okay, I'm not the best schemer, but I'm gonna have fun.
Oh yeah, no, this is going to be fun. I'm so excited.
Maybe I've just been like, I'm not a great schemer against Tim.
Against Tim?
Tim is the one that ran Vampire.
Okay.
He's very smart.
Sure.
And knows how to do these things better than me. So, but if I'm playing against you, maybe it's a little bit more equal. We'll see.
Dad knows that I can be devilishly clever, which also goes right back to, it's so weird when you're trying to make sure it's okay to do something because you're up to something.
Yes, always.
I will never say I'm not up to something.
Also, did you like that little power play I did? It's like, hey, get in. I want my servants. Go get in with his servants.
Yeah.
For cooperation purposes.
Yeah. You just gave me an into your side though, so.
Yeah, only if you realize it.
I mean, there's that. But
You probably will, but then I would have expected you to notice. So, yeah.
this is going to be fun. Doesn't matter. It's going to be fun.
Somebody's gonna lose, and we're both gonna be happy about it.
Probably, yeah.
Sorry if this bugged you. I'm watching. It's a channel called Connor the Waffle, and he's been doing a breakdown of all the Power Ranger series from the start to leading up to the latest stuff, and he's on the worst season ever.
Is that what everybody calls it?
Yes.
Okay. As long as everybody's in agreement.
Yeah, Mega Force is what it was called. It was also the 20th anniversary season. And God, is it bad.
I mean, they had to make it bad somewhere.
They didn't have to, but they did.
Look, they had to make a bad season so that...
But there's seasons. This is the first one. Here's the thing. They did something stupid. So, because it's based on Super Sentai, each season of Power Rangers is based on a season of Super Sentai. Well, for whatever reason, they decided to do two different series for this season. First season is a Goseiger, which is like angel themed. And then Gokaiger, which followed Goseiger, which is pirate themed. Because in Gokaiger, that was their anniversary. That was the Super Sentai anniversary season. And the gimmick of that show is pirates finding all these ranger powers as the treasure. And they're using those powers along with their own to fight their enemies. But in this show, in Megaforce and Super Megaforce...
I'm sorry, but I just heard you describe One Piece?
Yeah. It's Power Ranger One Piece, basically. And that would have been an amazing Power Ranger season. But they f***ed it up. Because the whole pirate power is just a power-up from the angels.
That feels backwards.
It's incredibly backwards. Because how do you go from angels to pirates?
I mean, who also came up with the idea of ninjas versus pirates. Why is that?
Weebs.
Yeah, but why is that such an argument?
I don't know. That's stupid. The pirates win because they have a gun. That's literally what happened.
So yes, but also
Also, ninjas were never that strong of fighters.
ninjas were never at sea.
Yeah. Also, if a ninja was fighting an enemy head on, they lose. The point of a ninja was to kill quickly and quietly, not be caught in the middle of a straight up fight.
I feel like that's actually 50-50.
And it depends.
Their survival chances go way down getting into an actual fight.
Yeah.
But I still feel that the survivability
Yeah.
is still only 50.
Yeah. So couple that horrible like structure to the worst acting. Like, Power Rangers is not known for powerhouse performances. This is a new circle of hell level of bad. Especially from the Red Ranger, who's like the leader of the team. He's like a robot and then an asshole. That's it.
There's no in between?
No. Also, he's really stupid. Because there was at one point where they were fighting a monster that was able to take their weapons from them. Well, the smart guy on the team was like, hey, I've been going through a Ranger database, and there are some weapons here that I think that we could use that he can't take from us. Do you know what the Red Ranger's response was?
Ignore all that. Use our normal stuff.
You're almost right. He said, the Ranger should never let go of his weapon. That's what our problem was. Next time, we just don't let go.
So, like, I don't disagree, but also
Yeah, and then you know what happened?
he let go.
No, they just used powers that didn't rely on weapons. They used the Jungle Fury, which are primarily martial artist fighters.
But why did they just start with that?
And then you had the two of the Rangers learn how to use their animal spirits, because that was the Jungle Fury theme, was like martial arts animal spirit stuff. And then it didn't factor into anything.
That's just disappointing writing.
What's also a thing of like, what he's talking about, this is more of a nitpicky thing, but I also kind of agree with it, is that in terms of shooting footage, like a lot of times they're using Sentai footage mixed with some American-made footage to like help couple things together. And they're putting, because this is supposed to be an anniversary season, right? So you want to show off all the powers, and you want to see the classic Ranger powers doing cool shit. Yeah, they keep showing the classic Ranger powers getting their asses kicked because they're using Sentai footage. And in Sentai footage, those are not as important. Let me put it this way. There's 20 there's like 20 seasons of Power Rangers. They have 35 in Super Sentai.
Okay.
So the ones that we put the ones we put emphasis on are not necessarily the ones they favor. So they're just showing like powers of like it could be your favorite season, and they're just getting their ass handed to them.
So like that's how power scaling works, though.
No, it's not. It's stupid. Don't defend this.
But
Here's the thing. They go back and they're using American-made footage for the powers that they established before in like the first half of the series. The angel powers. When they could have used that budget to film original footage with the powers we all want to see. Also, it doesn't make any fucking sense to go for that, because, like, okay,
I don't feel like it's supposed to, given everything you've told me so far.
There is a logic that comes with Power Rangers. None of this works. Oh, they also just get power-ups for doing basic things. So, like, because you did not give up in this fight, you've unlocked super awesome Mega Power Mode for the Megazord. They were gonna do that anyway. Why didn't you just give it to them before if you're just gonna hand it out like Pop Rocks?
Because they can't have it at the beginning of the fight. That would just be unfair.
Fuck you.
Tell me I'm wrong about that being the show logic.
It's not. Yes, but here's the thing.
It's not.
In a lot of those scenarios, the Rangers earn by actually doing shit, going out of their way to do things that, like, maybe they were personally afraid of, or things that the team was struggling with. These guys just get it.
You mean Power Rangers Fear Factor?
Let me put it this way. In one of the seasons, Power Rangers Wild Force, there was the Blue Ranger, and he's shark-themed, is part of his thing. And he had a actual fear of the water. It was kind of part of his character, but he also loved to go fishing, so it was kind of a problem there.
Are you familiar with Ruby?
Yeah.
Neptune.
Yeah. I stopped caring about Ruby.
Sure.
But anyway, like, he had heard this. No, sorry, he's not afraid of the water. I got something mixed up. He had heard this story. That basically, like, there's there's an entity in the lake or in the bay that would grant a wish if you, like, prove yourself worthy or whatever. And he would cast his line out all the time with a message in this bottle. Just there, in his determination and such like that. And at a certain point, it's been so long since I've seen the episode, so I don't remember everything. But it was part of that determination, while also facing his own shortcomings, that eventually led to the Giraffe Zord choosing him. The giraffe was, like, a creature in the lake. I don't know why a giraffe was in the bottom of the lake.
I love it. Oh, not lovely.
But
Why, thank you.
But basically, he had earned the respect of the Zord.
Okay.
This season has none of that. It's awful.
That's hilarious, though.
Even though, like, I think the enemy was really cool in concept in the show. It's called Bei'Hara. It's literally a fleet of thousands of ships, millions of soldiers that just go from planet to planet, destroying and conquering.
Okay. What show is this?
I'm complaining about Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching a channel that's called Con of the Waffle that's going through and doing a deep dive, episode by episode of every Power Ranger season, and we're on Mega Force, which is the worst. I can complain about it forever.
He's been at it for 5 minutes, 6 minutes?
Since you left. Because I started watching it again, and then I got on a tirade.
Since I came back down, at the very least.
I was watching the video, and then that. I'll be here all night. It's
If you
worse.
have any questions, post them. He'll get to you.
It is worse than the season where the team of Power Rangers literally just gave up.
Wow.
Because veteran Rangers stepped in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I got no frame of reference, so.
Put it this way. The whole point of the show is that they don't give up. They keep fighting because it's the right thing to do. This team gave up. Just because, these guys know what they're doing better than us. Okay, we're done. We're just going to go back to our normal lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
How not to run a television show.
Right? This show is worse than that. At least that had character. These are just robots in skin suits.
And that character was Coward.
Yes, but at least it was a character. Anyway.
So back to stabbing each other in the back.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us letting us take that little break. I'll have to figure out how to pause a recording in the future. Although, who knows? Someone may actually have some viable input to your diatribe.
You'll have to cut.
I didn't have my mic on for most of it, so
Maybe
who knows
2
if they heard
minutes.
anything.
Oh, I was looking over here. It was hearing.
That's great.
These are good mics.
It
He was sitting
seems
over.
like it.
He was
I was
sitting over there,
Oh wow!
and I was watching the conversation over there.
And you were seeing it in yellow.
I was. It wasn't like all the way to the yellow, but it was most of the way there.
Right on. Cool. So where do we leave off? We were
We had just
getting
finished
ready.
getting prepped, and we were going to
Right.
meet the commander to head out.
tying up the interactions with the servants. So she left instructions that she was to be met at the soldiers' mess, which is yet another structure walled off by essentially motionless, tortured. And she's sitting there. She's got a mug, and her feet are up on her pack, and she's leaning back on one of the trestle benches.
Do you want to roll off to see who gets there first?
Yeah.
I'd say just no bonuses, just flat 2d12.
What'd you get?
12.
Got 10. So she sees His Royal Highness Strixus, and she gets to her feet slowly, but still respectfully. She's not like looking to bury her nose in your brown flower, but she's still doing her duties.
Commander?
Your Highness, where is the new boy?
I'm sure he'll be along.
Not there. He's back there. I can see him.
Oh.
I'm coming.
Hmm.
I wasn't far behind you.
She picks when you wave at her, you see her lean down. She picks up her satchel by the sling, slings it over her shoulder, and it won't have been offensive. It'll have been comradely. She gives you a bump on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've worked with her specifically before, but I know the type. So I don't take offense to like we're soldiers right now.
Exactly.
I may be higher in status, but right now we're in the same foxhole.
Exactly.
So
okay.
I understand.
And so she sets off down the path to meet him halfway. And at the end of the road, she kind of slows just enough for you to be able to turn around and not be left too far behind, so that you're catching back up again.
I didn't have to run as.
I didn't run.
She's just. She veers off to the right into one of the soldiery yards, one of the barracks yards, and there you see a unit of men, all in formation. They were boisterous and loud, but still in formation, obviously waiting patiently, but not rigidly. And once she turns into the yard, you can see they snap to. They're still smiling, but they're quiet. They are familiar with their commander. They are comfortable with their commander. They are respectful, but not like not rigid or another word.
I think I know the word you're trying to think of, but I have to think of it myself.
Yeah, they're not like fastidious about it. They're so she says, "All right, lads, let's do it."
Just keep head on out.
as you guys make your way along the path, there is a tense snap too. When you're within about 10 feet of them, and then once you pass out of that 10-foot bubble, they relax back again. It's all regulation, acknowledgement of an imperial presence, and there's nobody being smart aleck or smart ass about it. No,
These are professionals.
absolutely. Sorry, there's just this.
Were you looking for someone to quip with? Tell me, brother. Have you seen combat since before joining up with us? Have you ever been in a skirmish or a fight?
I've
of
seen
sorts?
combat.
Have you participated in combat?
At a distance?
Care to tell some war stories?
No.
Pass the time?
No. It's nothing worth telling. Couple of pot shots into enemy territory, that's all.
I find even the smallest stories are worth telling if you tell it right.
While I do agree, embellishment of my kind is unnecessary.
The GM chokes. No one else does. They don't know to, but the GM chokes.
Just a
Exactly. The unit in good unison. You get that nice crunchy footfall of a marching unit together on good footing, and trump, and you make your way along a fairly well beaten path. You can tell as you go on that the path gets thinner and less well worn. There are areas that see a lot of traffic, and it's not long, perhaps 15 minutes or so before you get to a path that's wide enough for one abreast. Everybody's lined up so that there's 23 people in single file, with the commander and you two at the head. Her number one directly behind you guys. And it's not slow going. It's not tricky. The path is demarcated well enough, but eventually you can see up in the distance that you're marching toward a wall.
Any sign of the workers that we're trying to breach, or?
Does seem to be a small camp area. You can smell the rootwood, burning rootwood. There's a camp of there's a camp of 5 guys, various digging tools, an open crate that if you want to roll, give me a perception check just to start warming the dice up.
Okay, that is going to be a 20 with hope.
15 was your target. You can actually make out glass vials of a yellow, sparkly fluid. It is a clear vial with a flat bottom and a wadding of some sort, a fabric or cotton mesh that has been tucked down into the neck of it. There is a sulfur stink that's very, very sharp and acrid, more so than what you even in the infernal realm have gotten acclimated to. And
Seemed like some sort of maybe blasting potions or something like that.
yeah, it's pretty obvious. One of the 5 guys at the camp, when he saw the group approaching, he moved to interpose himself between the advancing column and that crate. So he's there to make sure nobody accidentally kicks it, jostles it. Yeah,
Infernal nitroglycerin.
precisely.
Got it.
Infernal glycerin. The commander addresses one of the gentlemen. They're all just as everybody else here. They're all Infernis of varying colors and varying horn styles. These guys are unadorned horns, and they're wearing dirt-colored clothes. They're sappers. You would come to recognize them as they spend enough time either in the ground or under it, that dressing themselves up even when things are going great is just not worth the effort. So they tend to just be.
Armor doesn't function as well if you're buried underground.
Exactly. It can be a bit of a hindrance, in fact.
Not if it's a light berry, and you can squeeze out of it if it's big enough.
Light berry?
You're only 4 feet in the ground
cute.
rather than 5 or 6.
4 feet of dirt is much lighter than 6.
Is it?
Yes.
The gentleman to whom Commander Cronus addressed herself kind of steps forward and he says, "All right, lads, you'll want to back it up a bit. This can be noisy. There will be debris. If you want to keep a face in, you can watch it happen, but make sure your eyes are shielded. If you don't, simply turn your backs, crouch your head, cover your ears. All will be well." It's a basic safety meeting for a pre-concussive experience.
I will do as experience and training has showed me. I will basically put a wall between me and it and ready my ears.
As you do that, the guy who is manning the crate steps forward, takes a look at you, sees what you're doing, and hands, yes,
Missed opportunity.
reaches into his pouch. I'm sorry, Daniel. I need to drive the dagger in just a little deeper.
But I love it.
Walking up, I saw the box. I'm like, oh, what?
It's like, I'm going to kill myself if I have one. But use the fact.
Get in the throwing position first.
God, I hope you fail at this.
He lights it and says, "And toss." And he turns away, ducks down on one knee.
Please make him roll.
A finesse check from you, sir. Or this one will be agility. No, this will be finesse.
Yeah, I think it'd be... Because you're doing it as like a controlled throw,
Yeah.
so...
A controlled throw would be finesse. That is a +0. That is, on the other hand, with fear,
Our first fear on the board.
15.
And that was with fear.
Did my noodle arm fuck up? There's only one up on the fear. Does that help? 8 and 7?
Let him think.
No. The more I can interrupt his thought process, the better it is for me.
Is it?
Maybe he'll forget I fucked up.
Yeah, that's not an option.
I will not let him forget.
You rolled a 15.
I rolled a 15, a 7 and an 8.
Your target number was a 16.
And it was with fear.
You're for such a thin, slender thing with so little musculature, you are good at throwing. And what happens is once it's lit, you freaking catapult this thing, and the wadding pulls itself out due to drag.
Oh no.
Ooh, we're getting a carpet bombing?
I love that you said that.
Oh, shit.
It's more like napalm, really.
You jerk it forward, and this yellow, dusty liquid trail passes the jar, emptying itself in midair. As it leaves your finger, so there's a nice straight trail. As it leaves your finger, it starts to tumble backwards, leaving this wonderful pinwheel of liquid. Yeah.
I'm glad you did this because I rolled to see what I would get. It would have been worse.
And you hear, and this trail of fire follows that straight path and then turns into the most beautiful fiery windmill or pinwheel of flame. The bottle itself smashes onto the wall. It was very well thrown, very well accurately thrown.
It just didn't end well.
And I will need from you particularly, but also we're going to do a fate roll for the gentleman who was assisting you.
You might have one of the sappers.
This one is going to be agility.
Because dodge. Right? Because dodge. Agility is dodge, right? So that's a 12 on the fear. Okay. 17, 18 total. Because I have a +1 to my agility.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get hugs.
Oh my God. My die is particularly bouncy today.
Roll. Don't know if you want me to check on the familiar or
Welcome home, sweetie.
hey,
Hi, Alyssa. I'm tormenting your husband.
yeah,
We're
a little bit in the chats.
half brothers.
Oh Jesus.
We're playing Game of Thrones as demons.
Who will win?
Well, right now, I guess it's him.
Right now, I have the lead.
If the contest is who has the most hair, then Bexley is just about to lose.
Oh shit! What's
You see, he was throwing basically a bottle of hell-made nitroglycerin at a wall to break a hole to the surface. The
It
roll,
wasn't my idea, but I was excited.
it was, he rolled a 15, he needed a 16,
So
and he rolled with fear.
It uncorked itself as I started to throw.
It's looking like a day in Saigon.
So it left this fiery trail that passed directly over his right shoulder, and then sparked into a beautiful spinning pinwheel of flame.
Bex, you reenacted Saigon. All the napalm.
Right? The Vietnam War. So, with your failed agility check, wait, no, you had to succeed. You did a successful because you had rolled like a 20 plus,
18.
an 18. Your target number of 7.
You got so lucky.
You managed to get
What's on
out.
the dice.
So no, that's right. When I said that you were about to lose, that was incorrect because you did a successful check. The other guy, however,
He's not doing so great.
yeah, this stuff burns hot and it burns for a while, and so as he was standing behind you because he had lit it, that liquid dumps out over him onto his shoulder and onto his ear and the right side of his face, and he is ignited. He is. It's a burn. The flame itself, when it's not attached to anything, is this yellow, yellow and orange. When it's caught onto something, it flares to this bright white, and his screams are they make you very uncomfortable. He drops onto his back first because he just tumbles backwards in panic, and then he starts to roll. Within just a moment or two, 3 of his guys start to hand shovel dirt onto him. The 4th guy runs, fetches a blanket. He fetches a bucket. The bucket itself contains a blanket in water, and he drops that wet blanket over this guy.
Am I able to do something?
Absolutely.
So I'm watching them like basically pull him out. And as I'm watching this, I feel like there's a twinge in my hands. And just...
There's something I can do about this.
Yeah. I'm playing a Seraph from Hell. Yeah, I know, right? After seeing them like do that, like once the fire has kind of gone out, I will approach, just like kind of moving on instinct to him. How bad is he?
It's pretty bad. You can see that there is exposed bone on his shoulder and on the side of his face. The entire the right horn it has been charred and is actually while he was rolling away, it was actually kind of sloughing off. He's not doing well.
I just like moving on autopilot. I've never done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've done maybe some like battlefield triage, like tying up a thing, maybe done some stitches. I can't do anything for this guy.
Or channeled anything.
Yeah, I've never. This guy is basically on death's door, and yet I reach out and I'm going to attempt to use healing hands. Fitting that I would roll this bad, but I can still do something by marking a stress. I didn't get the full cast off, which on a failure, which by the way it was a fail. It was like a 6 with hope. Target roll is 13.
Yeah, all right.
But I can mark a stress on a failure to still heal a hit point or a stress on somebody.
Okay.
So that's what I'll do. And I think this makes sense because I don't know what the hell is happening.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So marking a stress here. To go ahead and get this off, I basically put my hand on him, and it's not like divine light. It's literally like hellfire. Like, but it's like it's not like
You're gonna approach the burn victim with more fire. Yes. Fight fire with fire, buddy.
well, I put it on. He's out of it. He's not paying attention. And what happens is it sort of like spirals down my shoulder, like just, and like goes over his wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not pain that he feels. It's almost like a numbing. Like it's like numbing the pain rather than making it. It doesn't feel good, but it soothes enough to be bearable. So effectively, he would get 1 hit point back.
Okay. The problem with burns, is that these kind of burns, particularly in 3rd degree and higher,
Mm-hmm.
they are still burning for minutes after the actual flame is extinguished. What you have allowed is for this man to die quietly.
Okay.
You numbed the pain enough for him to be able to take his last breath and exhale it as he expires, laying down, covered in a wet blanket, the right side of his face exposed bone, his tongue lolling out to the side, his eye boiled in its socket.
Descriptive.
Sorry.
You're good.
Apparently I got really deep in the description there.
It's accurate.
And in doing all of this, I don't know what's happened. I'm not trying to hide this at all. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Right, but you felt.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you heard.
Mm-hmm. I just look back to the squad.
Their eyes are open, their eyebrows are raised. They don't see what you did as a failure. They saw what you did.
Mm-hmm.
It's unclear whether anybody heard what you heard.
Mm-hmm.
Did not. They look the second in command, the one who went to go get the blanket out of the bucket, looks to you and he says, "Many thanks, Highness. That's a bad way to go. You made it easy for him."
I'm glad to do so, though I'm rather surprised. That's new to me.
Well, you done it right, as far as we're concerned, sir.
Take it as a blessing from below, then.
So do we all.
And then I just look to you. Perhaps we should leave this to the professionals, then.
I agree. Was the cork supposed to come out?
No, Lord, that was not what was supposed to happen, sir. If you don't mind, 4 or 5 steps down that way, on the other far side of the boulder. Make yourself comfortable. This will only be a moment. He looks to you with the same expression, doesn't give the same command, but
I just move back.
the concussion is felt from your ankles to your ear bones. It moves through your body in such a way that you can feel your lungs flutter. You can feel your stomach jiggle. You can feel the muscles around your bones wiggle and jitter as this concussion. And through the dust, almost immediately, through the dust that is kicked up from this blast, the light of all the hells shines through in a single concentrated beam. Everybody. In fact, the sappers already have burlap wraps that they're now currently tying around their eyes. Within just a moment or two, you wouldn't be able to see this, but on your shoulder you feel bump, 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 and into your hand is pressed a rough fabric. Just tie it around your eyes. You can feel the same thing. And then you hear the same message being stated about once every 4 to 10 feet as these guys move down the line, handing out these burlap wraps to the rest of your unit.
I'll kind of like talk to the commander, and I guess also by extension him. What fire burns so bright?
What is it called? That's a good question. What is it called?
Because I don't think there's a sun in hell.
I have literally no. You won't have seen the sun. What? Yeah.
We just think it's a big fire.
Hellfire.
This is a white. This is a white light, and all the hellfire that you've seen has been reds and browns and oranges and yellows. This is white. This is bright white light. It's you may have seen it when the phosphor stone has been found and used, but that is a rare commodity that is used almost exclusively for assaulting.
If it's like that, then probably the first thought in my mind is like, is the sky made of phosphor?
Right?
Is there sky made of phosphor stone?
It must be. It must be. We the conversation dries up. No, there are no words for this. We're seeing somehow these guys had an idea that something like this might happen.
Maybe like a little pinprick.
It has to have been something like that. That's all I'm thinking. And I'm literally, guys, this whole thing, we decided to do this campaign today. So everything that you're seeing here is literally me off of the cuff. I have done zero prep work for any of this.
Probably like
except
maybe
for
like
your backstory. That was it.
Here's an idea. Basically, they managed to make a small hole, and where they happened to do was sort of like maybe some like rock overhang, so it wasn't blinding light into their face.
Right.
There was a little bit of shadow, so they could kind of peer through and it's like, we're gonna need eye protection.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense.
Magnesium burns with a blinding sun-like glare.
Yeah, they burn. There's a place in California where you go to ride dirt bikes called Glamis. It's in the deserts, in the high Sierra Desert. And overnight, they'll take phosphor or magnesium engine blocks and throw them on their campfires, and it will create shadows miles away.
That's so
really,
freaking
really,
cool. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
So
Engine blocks.
These are magna flasks.
Magna
Magna
flask.
flasks. That
like
works.
it.
I like that. We're writing lore live.
Yep, it's happening right before your very eyes. And
Research.
Yeah. Just look at like we came up with like a proper title for the new emperor. Figured out the name of the weird curly Q horn thing. Yeah. We named
An explosive.
an explosive.
yeah, I like it.
We're here. We're doing stuff.
Once it's kind of cleared, just kind of following my general instincts, I've got my axe at the ready with one hand up, just very slowly
As you
stepping
begin
forward.
to make that, they can see you crouching. They can see you. You feel a hand on your shoulder. It's just, Lord, we're not quite ready yet. All 5 of them reach down onto the ground and begin picking up rocks. Golf ball sized, softball sized, none bigger than a softball.
Mhm.
And they spread out. And they begin throwing rocks at the edge of the opening that has been
Making sure
created.
there's no collapse.
Exactly.
Got it.
So they take their time hitting
Mhm.
as much of that as they can, going and grabbing another handful of rocks and doing it. And this was a worthy experiment. There was at one point off onto the left side a rain that lasted for nearly a full minute, as what started as a small sprinkle of dirt became heavier and heavier rockfall, and then eventually dwindled back off to dirt and finally died off. So there was some unstable weight up there that could have, maybe not while you were passing through it, but could have caused somebody damage. We've got a line of more than 20 guys going through that. It could have caused some loss of life and limb. And they say, all right, now we're comfortable. You guys can go through.
Excellent work.
I thank you for your patience.
Looking to the commander and my brother. Shall we?
Commander Cronus gives a whistle.
Right? This is what we came for.
Through the woven intermediary between you and this painful, eye-watering light, even through the blindfold, it is enough to make the backs of your eyes ache and cause you to squint and try to look through your own tears in order to see what's going on. There are colors
That are not brown?
that you have never seen before.
The air smells. The only way to call it is clean. It's the only word for it.
You step out into
Why is it so cold? It's 72 degrees.
let me take just a moment here, and I need to do it.
I love that
here.
this
I
is
can't do
like
it on there.
humans landing on an alien planet for the first time.
Yeah, that's
Mixed
kind
with
of what
Game
it
of
feels
Thrones
like.
bullshit. This is awesome.
Yeah, no, this is great.
I'm having a blast too, you guys. Thank you.
And she's over there. Pizza.
She.
Pizza.
So as our eyes slowly adjust, are we in like a mountain face? Are we standing in what I would know to be grass?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out here. We are.
He's learning too.
Mhm. Where did we come up?
Where did the horns first breach? So, question: who here has the tallest horns off the top of their heads?
You guys are. He's curly horned, so his don't stand very high up. Yours,
Mine don't stand up at
yours
all.
run
They're
straight back.
Shush.
So it'll be Cronus. She's got those
Those antelope.
antelope horns. Yeah.
That's why she's the commander. She has the biggest horns.
She's the tallest.
Yeah.
Which means she gets to go first.
This is also technically her expedition, even though we are of higher standing.
Ah, yes, but we're here to experience
Mhm.
and witness.
We should defer to her in military.
Yes, we should definitely have her go first.
Yes. For that, we're in agreement.
And when she just kind of looks at us, you're the disposable one.
Is that really?
None of this said out loud.
Okay.
I do have voice of turn.
I have voice of reason.
That's even worse, actually.
But we're all, like, we're literally playing Game of Thrones here.
Yes. He is mostly melee,
Mm-hmm.
I am not. At all.
He's playing a warlock. You're also playing the tanky warlock.
No.
Well, Pact of the Endless has like the ability to do the favor armor thing. That's why I say that.
Yes, but I'm not going to be using that.
Oh, you're not going to have much favor, are you?
Well,
He's got other uses for favor.
I have lots of other uses for favor.
I see. You took a lot of spells that require it.
No, the manipulation of my patrons.
Oh, I see. For
Influences?
the sphere of influence. Got it. I understand now.
Yeah, I have lots of opportunities to make things just happen.
Mm-mm.
And since we are level 4, the
He's got
tier-
cards you haven't even considered yet.
I haven't been able to do things like you can.
well, it's more than just that. When we hit level 2, your influences go from +2 to +3.
Yeah.
We're starting at
You're,
at
two, so
plus-
you're at +3 already.
Yeah. And then because it's presence, if I do something that requires presence with the sphere of influence, it turns it to a +6.
Damn.
This isn't the min-max version of this. This is actually a fairly well balanced build. It's crazy.
If anything, I think I have a more min-max thing for specifically with Vosk, because I got like a +8 or something when I did the storytelling thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, there's.
I know, right?
And that's why I was telling you earlier, I don't feel like you gypped him at all. There's just a specific purpose that I built my character for.
Mhm.
And a lot of the ways that I got there all overlapped.
I think
very
I
well.
think it's a situation where, like, if you were forced to fight me, I could kill you. Your whole thing is I'm never going to put myself in a situation
Exactly.
where you could kill me.
Yes.
Oh, it's even worse than that. We won't. We can't divulge it, but it's
Yeah.
actually even worse than that.
Yeah.
You find yourselves stepping out onto a green field. There is living tendrils coating the ground here. Bright, bright green. There are tufts at the ends of long, thicker green stalks that are small explosions of color. And yes, these rude aromas that they fill your nostrils, and then they waft away on unpolluted air, and then crowd back in. The closer you get to these bushes that are covered with these outgrowths of these, I can't. I wouldn't. Well, no, we would, because the Infernis race is inherently, their skins are colorful, so you will have identified them. You just won't have seen them
In such a
in
light before.
sunlight. There are angry pinks, there are reds, there are blues, there are blossoms of all colors on these fields. Wildflowers. You're in the middle of a wildflower field. Perhaps a quarter mile distant, you can see that field is interrupted by flowing water. You've seen underground streams before, but this is wide. This is wider than it would take a man to cross in a half a day. as wide as some of the underground lakes that you've seen, but far longer. If you were to walk in either direction for it looks like days, you would be walking alongside what you would know as a lake.
Has any infernal member of the 10th Circle that we would know of, have they ever been to this world?
There's nothing like this on record.
Congratulations, we're the first.
Yeah. I draw out my sword and just start like moving the flowers and the grass around just curiously. And even just see how if there's resistance. I imagine whatever plant life in the 10th Circle that may exist does like fight back.
It would yes, it would be dry and it would be rooty.
Mm-hmm.
It would be thick and gnarled, and your blade literally passes through one of the green stalks, and the colored blossom atop of it just falls off to the side. It took no effort for that blade to pass through it. It's as though it was made of the
Fabric.
Fat, yes.
This land is very soft in comparison to its.
That should
sides.
just make it all the easier for us to take over.
Yes. Though we need to confirm if there's actually anything worth taking at this point.
The colors are pretty.
Hmm.
Maybe some of the women would like them.
We know where souls come from, don't we? They would coming from here, wouldn't they? At least that's what would be understood.
They come from somewhere.
Okay, we don't know.
Yeah, there's just no. There's been. They appear. They manifest on the edges of the pits and walk in because that is where.
It's just always been that way.
Yeah.
The arcanists from the 10th Circle have reverse engineered a hypothesis of a thought. And
Big vacuum go.
and maybe
It's a pneumatic tube.
Maybe we're in the right spot.
As nice as I suppose this land is, I would hate to think that this expedition is for nothing if we find nothing to conquer.
In the distance, on to the left side, you can see a growth of much larger of these growths. They're non-flowering, but they are green upon green upon green. We're in a deciduous forest, so you are seeing trees, tall lodgepole and pine
In shadows.
and yes, but they're at a distance. Just beyond those, you can see a fog of smoke rising above that in a column of smoke that trails off as it rises and diffuses across this unending sky. The gray and dark amorphous form of the smoke. On the far side of that, you can see these great pillows of white of fog, smoke that are gathered in these dense clouds that are just clouds. We call them clouds.
Our clouds would be black and made of smoke.
Exactly. This is you are in a foreign land.
Seeing I would have a concept of a forest. It just doesn't look like how I'm used to.
Anything that you would have seen underground will have been spindly and dry and non-flowering, non-leafs. It would be just the idea of a skeletal forest.
Commander, it might be prudent to get out from underneath the sky. It looks like there's cover over there pointing towards the woods.
As you say, Highness. She gives a whistle, a field whistle. You
I
can
like
hear
to imagine it. To us, it sounds like a normal whistle. To anyone else, it sounds like an Aztec death whistle.
right.
It sounds like a demon screaming.
The unit shoulders their packs, adjusts their eye bindings, and you set off down through this open field. It is. You have never been this exposed. You have never been this vulnerable. The only thing that you can feel as any kind of guard or protection is the distance between you and anything else that you can see.
My
The
head is on
one
a
comfort,
swivel.
exactly. The one comfort that you have in this situation is that this is an uninterrupted green grassy field, and you can see for at least a quarter mile in any given direction before hills and rolling mounds cut off the horizon. For the rest of the day, you move as at a fair clip, a fast march, because nobody is comfortable. Everybody wants to try to get to that cover as soon as they can. You find yourselves at sometimes exhausted because you've gone up to this near jog in the need to get out of this exposed area.
Mhm.
Anyone could see you if there's anything that hunts.
Mhm.
You can't see it, but there has to be, right? I mean, that's how the world works.
If there's plant life, there's something that eats it, and then there's something that eats that.
I have to do a quick bit of gathering here.
This is actually a really cool concept. I really like this.
I hadn't even considered it. Now all of a sudden I'm finding
It makes
myself
perfect
getting
sense, though. Why would we have any idea of like what the material plane even looks like?
exactly. How many tokens would it take for me to be invisible all the way across this field?
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Aw. Well, it would have been heard on the mic,
It would have been heard on the mic, yes.
so you're gonna make me go watch the VOD to know the secrets.
You should do it anyway, you
That's fair.
bastard. You're so mean to me. Nothing.
I believe you.
Putting it together, people. Putting it together. Woo-hoo. All right. I need.
You know, whenever we do find people, they won't understand a word we're saying, and we won't understand them.
I don't think we care.
We don't. I'm just pointing it out. We'll learn.
Will
No,
we?
they will learn how to speak our language and tell us everything they know. It's just going to take some persuasion.
And experimentation.
And now I realized I can keep people alive longer. We're the bad guys. Don't shake your head. I literally have an ability called life support.
You are on. I have paper in. Good. I can do that over there. Let's see here. We'll get into there. You as well. And
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend one of my prayer dice to basically go up to full hope. Because I lose them at the end of each session, so I might as well load up on hope.
gotcha.
And since it's getting towards
Yeah.
end.
That's a very good point.
He had to have made that sign at one point during conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Your camera was offset again,
Oh, because I walked away.
but you hadn't had it tracking you.
Sometimes when I gesture, it turns on and I don't notice.
Yeah.
Can someone roll a D12 for me, please?
What'd you get? 12. 7.
What do you want to go with?
Did you both roll?
We're who's going to give you the number?
Well, you know what?
12.
Did I hear a 7 also?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
God damn it.
He's going to combine the numbers. We stumbled across a whole ass village.
Look, if we both rolled low, that was its own thing. But
Yeah.
we both.
Listen, we're keeping in theme here.
Yeah, we're competing.
What die did you use? Your hope or your fear?
What fear?
I used hope.
This is going to be the game of polar opposites.
Absolutely.
This is going to be great.
Wait until we find common ground and then the world's screwed.
Dad better not get
19.
If Dad gets married and has another kid, we both agree we're going to kill him, right?
Sure.
Because we both lose our claim the
Nope.
moment he has a legitimate heir.
Don't forget, this is also 500 years in the past.
I know. We have time.
Go.
We have time to plan.
Yes, but we only lived 350.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet, no. But
And I need you to come with me
And you'll be
in a world of pure imagination.
We harmonized. That was great.
I like that.
Actually, a more fitting song. We don't know where we're going.
Right?
And there is no way of knowing.
Is it raining? Is it snowing? Are those twisted eyes a glowing?
Yes, we're in hell.
Is that the same song?
If not, it's pretty close.
Yeah, that's the next part. Is it raining? Is it snowing? The Twisted Eyes thing I made.
To be fair,
That sounded about.
it sounded about right. To be fair, no one remembers the second verse because we're too busy being terrified.
Yeah. Gene
So anyway,
Wilder.
we've run to the forest.
Yeah, sorry.
I am
need
still
to
interested in knowing the answer to that question.
offload. Yes, and but I'm having to prioritize.
I know.
Prioritize.
Don't forget, I've asked something. Because it's funny more than anything.
Stop distracting him.
Maybe he won't throw a horde of wolves at us.
I hope he throws a horde of wolves at us. It
Oh.
sounds like fun.
Wolves. It's so.
Oh, wolf, that's adorable.
Well, that's a hint.
What?
I don't know if I like that hint, but that's a hint.
It's like 20 basilisks.
It's only 19. 12 and 7 only makes 19. Right?
12 and 7 makes 19. That's correct.
What's 12 plus 7?
2,
21?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, there's 19.
He had to count up whatever he's going to kill us with. I love it.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Anyway, I took to the skies.
Um,
I left your ass to die.
unfortunately, we already had a conversation, which means whatever that number is, you've got 3.
Right.
Do you have a way to generate more without resting?
Yes, but I don't have the funds to do it.
So you've got 3.
Is 3 going to get me all the way across?
We're talking, I mean, you can just tell from looking, even at the pace that you've been going, when you catch yourself jogging, you're still only making small progress to where you've got to go. So we're talking the better part of a day before you get to that clearing.
So it only counts actions.
I understand. I do understand. I get what you're going for.
Out of curiosity, now that there's so much room, does that itch in the back on my back feel worse?
You're definitely feeling stress right now.
Mhm.
Huh.
I'm just curious because there's a lot of open sky.
No, that's a very good point. You're definitely feeling a lot of stress and the need to be able to move quickly is becoming overpowering. So yeah, I would say that you would probably start feeling that itching turning into a pain.
Mm.
I would ask for a perception check from Fick. Because it's as you guys are running, he's sometimes being exposed to a view that would show him. However, you are not focused on him. So, Daniel, if you would please roll me a disadvantage die. We're gonna say,
5.
Or 8.
what was your roll, sir?
10 with fear.
So it's a 5.
So it's a 5 with fear.
I'm sorry. 8, 9.
Okay, still
6, 7, 8. Plus 1 is 9. Yes.
Yeah. 16 would be your target number to see what we're talking about.
Mhm.
But yes, you can feel it. In fact, in addition to the sweat, you can feel dripping down the center of your back. That is, it's as though a blister
like a-
has popped.
Yeah.
and is now actively running down your back. The salt of your sweat.
I feel like I should mark a stress with that.
I think you absolutely should. Give me. This is instinct. Stand by before you tell me what it is.
Okay.
I feel like I've been using the same target number, but it's really, really fair.
Given that this is a first experience
Exactly.
of what's going on.
Your target number is 16.
Okay. So I'm going to spend another one of my prayer dice. Because I got to spend them or I lose them.
Right?
So I had a 3 there. So with all my bonuses, I rolled 13 with the plus 3 is 16. So 16
is
with hope.
what you needed.
You said with hope?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. If you choose, you can will it to recede. You've got that facility right now.
I will.
You do, however, feel that you would be at a disadvantage if you were to do that. But you will be using all of the control that you feel like you have in the moment to put yourself at a disadvantage. It is your call from here, but that...
I think he pauses and takes a knee, feeling the struggle happening. So any of the soldiers around would notice something's wrong.
Give me another one. We're going to reduce your target number to 14.
13.
And I basically start clawing at the back plates of my armor.
With hope? Do I get hope?
Yes, you can take that hope.
And basically, I start clawing at the back plates of my armor, almost like trying to make a gap wide enough for something.
You can hear the murmur of soldiers in the line behind you as more and more voices start to kind of exclaim. You hear one of them saying, Commander, we need... Medic! That's when you see blood running down, covering his shirt and dripping out from underneath his back plate. And there... Is that a bone?
I mean, he's wearing bone armor.
No, this looks different.
This looks like fresh bone. That is like flayed and kiln dried bone. This is meaty, fleshy bone, and it's you can see it's actually growing. And as this one grows, it's protruding. The back plate on the other side of his shoulder is pushing and pushing and pushing, and this is painful. That pushing, you can feel it. It's as though someone is twisting your finger, but your finger is on your back.
The moment any of the other, like a medic or something comes, like, you need to move the plates of my armor.
Belt dagger pops it and he starts cutting straps.
Yeah, because it's bone. It's basically laid over bone, so it's not like metal that's going to be... I mean, it's bones from something from hell, but
Right.
it's
Good as.
but it's something that we know how to work with, so it'd be easy to just cut the straps and get them moved.
Exactly.
And once there's enough space, I just reflexively flex, and in one motion just...
So describe them to us.
So what happens is there's a burst of my blood across the grass, and I like to think that it's almost toxic to the environment. So, like when it hits some of the grass and flowers, they start to wilt because we're not supposed to be here. And these,
Thank you for this. This is a gift.
yeah,
Thank you.
the wings, and you realize their wings, are like reaching out, almost like finger bones extending, and that's what they are. Is all pure bone covered in viscera at this point. But as they extend out, they seem to almost... Cauterize is not the right word, but that's sort of what happens as fire begins to envelop them and then smoke. And it looks very almost like, at a certain point, once it's finished, it's like you can see the outlines of the wing bones, but it has that sort of like fire and fall off smoky effect that you see with the Balrog wings from
Right.
Lord of the Rings. So as it tapers up, so it's like fire, and then as it tapers to the bottom, it's just roiling smoke.
Where membrane would normally be on wings such as these, the smoke seems to kind of knit together. And you can see as it moves, it like you guys wouldn't, your characters wouldn't understand this, but like a sail billowing, that knitted smoke catches air and causes it to billow out and travel. And it's actually, he is capable of flight with these wings. That fabric kind of solidifies, that smoke solidifies into a form of fabric that will allow him to catch wind and take flight.
So you have fire and smoke becoming fabric almost. That's so cool.
So this is a first for him.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Is this a first in history for the Infernis?
Probably. I'm not sure that there's ever...
Yes, because it's manifested
There
by...
are demons that have wings, but they don't look like this thing.
Yeah. No, this is the first time this has manifested on the material plane. And everything is different. Just like the lifespan, the life expectancy is different here. The capabilities
Different
are
rules.
different here. So yes, we are experiencing a first in Infernis nature.
And I feel like I want to roll to see if I scream. Just to see if I have the willpower enough to hold back a scream, which could give away our position.
And a fate roll?
Yeah. Okay, hope was higher.
All right.
So I do not
You
scream.
managed to keep it under control. However,
That's new, brother.
where your blood has spread itself across in a nice wide swath, you see roiling, dense, thick, brown smoke starting to rise and inflate. I need knowledge checks from the two of you. I am going to do an impromptu knowledge check for Cronus.
And that is my boy.
So, Loreborn, well read. I have advantage on rolls that involve history, culture, or politics of a prominent person or place. Would this apply? Don't worry.
Not a good enough roll to
No.
benefit from it.
I got a 6. Hope.
That's what Cronus got.
None of us know what's happening.
Take that hope.
I'm full up.
Oh, that's right.
Got a 5.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, none of you are familiar with what is about to happen.
Oh, did I set the field on fire?
Arguably worse.
Oh boy.
You're the reason he has 2 sheets of paper.
I'm glad to cause problems. I'm a villain. I'm supposed to have fun with it.
This is so beautiful on so many different levels, Daniel. This is freaking awesome.
Glad to be of service.
You ass.
Did I cause problems for some of your characters?
It's one character right now. Thank you.
I meant for the future. Please continue.
The thick, dense tendrils of smoke begin to take on density and grow and inflate, and eventually you can make out the silhouettes. The silhouette begins to take even a more firm shape, and you can see shiny, iridescent glow reflecting off of this carapace. There is not just one.
Mhm.
Your blood from behind you, this shotgun explosion of blood that emerged with those wings when they popped. More than a dozen of these shapes now begin to form.
I made monsters?
That's pretty.
Did I make monsters?
Your character is responsible for the first instance of Rift Blight.
Oh shit!
That's pretty, baby. Come look at this thing.
That thing looks metal as hell. Wait, did I cause extra dimensional cancer in the world?
Yes.
Dumb.
Yes. That's exactly what you have done.
That thing is so cool.
What you see before you is a Rift Stalker. Born of your blood, made manifest in the material plane. Thank you for this gift.
That is pretty though.
Yeah.
I
Any
like how
chance
that
that they listen to me?
You hear, give me an animal control. What is that?
Animal
handling check, yeah.
What would that be under?
Between knowledge and instinct, leaning towards instinct.
I would say it would have to be instinct, yes. This has to be fairly radical.
I know. I'm just curious. I just want to see if this happens. Okay.
This is the worst possible place for him to roll crits.
Give me the power.
This is the worst opportunity for him to get it.
Hear me out. As an Infernis, I have Dread Visage that give me advantage on intimidation rolls against hostile creatures.
We don't know if they're hostile.
I know. That's why I'm asking. Does this apply?
I'm going to give it to you because these creatures are born of your blood. You would probably be the one thing that they are familiar with. I will not allow any advantage dice, but yes, you can gain the bonus from that effect.
Well, it's an advantage die, is what it would be.
Gotcha. Okay, then there will be no further advantage.
So I cannot use any hope on anything.
Not for yourself, no.
Okay. I have one prayer dice left. It only gives a +1.
I did it again, guys. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can't hear this.
It would have been so funny if I crit.
I
was so close.
I stole the energy out of that by bringing it up.
Yeah. I'm legitimately trying to see if there's anything I can reroll with at this point. I'll spend my last hope die, which is just a +1. Where are we? I'm
Figuring it out.
Didn't crit.
I did not crit, unfortunately. It was close, but it was not a crit. Is it possible for me to spend hope on any of this? No? Okay.
Not on yourself, nope.
Cool. So with the total, it's only a 13 with hope.
Weird.
Unfortunately, they do not listen to any appeal you might be trying to make with your blood or your presence.
I was just curious to see.
No, absolutely worth it, and that would have been
That would have changed some shit.
It really would have.
I don't get another hive mind. This character does not get a demonic hive mind.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been so funny because I could have used, if I had Voice of Reason, I could have fucking. But I don't have that in my vault. That's in my vault.
Oh, gotcha. You going to bed, sweetie?
Yes, she is.
Love you, night night. I get it.
I am very much having fun.
Good. We're at the point now where
Yeah.
we're about to start a combat, so
Yeah, I
it's
think
gonna,
it's a good
it's
time to
gonna end
pause.
right here. But you see what it is that you're dealing with. You see that what was a gathering of the soldiers,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly they all spread out and form a skirmish zone, and daggers and knives and
Yeah, even
swords
if I don't
and
have
spears.
control over them, I still feel like I would feel a connection of some kind.
You know they
They
are
came from me.
of you, yeah.
Not like a magic connection, just like, oh, that's my fault.
Yes.
Oh, I did that.
Yes, you're definitely aware of that. A total of 19 of these guys
That's what you were getting the numbers for.
coalesce. I was wondering, how am I going to justify 19 of the same kind of creature all being in this area right now? I did have wolves. That was on my.
I made it worse.
But when you spattered your blood all over the place, it became absolutely clear that what you had just done was you had polluted this land.
And it makes so much sense because I'm the first demonic seraph. That's so good.
It's so perfect. It is so perfect in so many ways. That is where we're going to have to leave
So
our first session.
does Fick understand that this is about to be bad?
Yes,
so.
if you want to use one of those now,
I
you
am-
absolutely can.
This is the problem. This is your problem. And I'm invisible.
Howard. I caused hell cancer, everybody. I gave the planet cancer,
Welcome to Pheal.
and it's feeling.
Yes, it is.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this in the right order.
Also, can I just say, like, the description of how the wings and the blood and, like, the pillars of, like, Carapace, such a metal cover. It's like a metal album cover.
Oh,
It looks
absolutely it
awesome.
is.
If you can make an image of that, I would love to see it.
Right on. I absolutely will. There, you can do custom images on Displate.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm getting people for Christmas.
Hell yes.
I know what I'm getting people for Christmas. There's going to be so many images by the time Christmas rolls around.
Oh,
We're going to have a library of awesome images to choose from, and it's going to be a task for me to choose one for each. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, though.
just so it is out in the open, I did burn a favor, so I have 6 tokens right now.
Okay. So you got 6 actions.
What?
He's invisible for 6 actions.
Oh, okay, for 6 actions. I was like, you have 6 actions in a turn.
No. He's
I'm invisible for a really long
for
time.
6 of his actions.
Yeah.
Oh, we never put the camera back.
I did.
It's been on you this whole time.
I did the thing. I promise.
The camera loves you more than it loves me. Thank you so much for joining us for this first episode of our Sometime campaign. We're calling it Sons of the Empire, and we do not know the next time we will be playing this game.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this is going to be one. God, I hope somebody calls off.
Right? I really don't mind if someone
If you
calls
show
up.
up and we really want to do it, we've got 20 soldiers that they can play as.
Absolutely. So yeah, and there's nothing stopping us from introducing people in and out. As
And
it
assuming
goes.
there's a village nearby, they could be from there.
So the only issue would be if one of you guys doesn't show for one reason or
Yeah.
another, we're gonna have to find something else to occupy us, which means a start of another sometime campaign,
Maybe.
which
Or
will probably be the Ergia campaign. So
the what?
in
Don't worry
the
about it.
year 251,
Mhm.
a flight of dragons left Pheal for another continent.
Maybe because of the hell cancer.
No. This is before this.
No.
250 years before this.
Got it.
It was the time of the dragon exodus. The last of the volcanic dragons left this continent and established themselves along with some of the Ishaneri who flew with them and guided them and cared for them. So we'll be playing Ishaneri or maybe even dragons. I think I want to figure out a way to do a full dragon PC. At least one.
I don't feel like that'll be terribly difficult.
If you give them a high level, it makes sense.
Or make them young.
Or make them young.
So this is how we're managing drop-offs when people can't make it to a campaign night. When everybody's here, it's main campaign. It always will be. But when holes appear, we're going to be filling with these time travel campaigns, and we'll run them through. Hopefully, they'll run as nicely as the Clank Emancipation went.
I think we set a really high bar with that.
Yeah.
So I think we've got a good start, though.
I'm having so much fun with this one. So, yeah. That's it, you guys. We're going to let you go. Check back with us in a couple of days. Hopefully, we'll get off our asses and do side quest. If not, check back in 7 days, and hopefully we'll get the main campaign going again.
Or we turn to this. Who knows?
We need an interim title for the main campaign, by the way.
Interim title? What do you mean?
I have a meta title
Mhm.
that you guys have no knowledge or exposition for. So there is an overarching.
Oh, I thought
Title
I thought it was
for the
Orrery
campaign?
of Souls was the name of the campaign.
That is the name of our playing group.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that
Because
makes more
it's-
sense to me.
yeah.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah. So yeah, just if you out there watching, if you have any ideas, if you've been watching the campaign so far, we'd love any input on what you think our main campaign title should be. And of course, you guys and the rest of the group, I'll be asking them as well. But we need something more because I like naming my stuff.
Draco's new problem.
We're out.
Bye-bye. My
eyes of